Katie is a cannon little bitch, and I'll kick her in a ditch while I roast her with rich intonation in a savage conflagration of vocabulary. Oh my. Get out of my mind, multiversal yak. Nay, I say, you are a godforsaken hack absolved of happiness and such, using theories as a crutch for fame. You're insane, more so than me. Hypocrisy? No, just the facts. Your facade is full of cracks. You are whack. I am not. Simple as that, for all I care. You can rot. Little Lovecraft Jr. Gonna cry? Might as well waste you on modern memes, considering you are one redundant piece of shit, eldritch misfit. So you're canon. How does that work? Made you famous for your quirk. Now you'll wash up, start to twerk. Probably TikTok, there are perks. Maybe MySpace, you peasant. You're from 2007 after all, and you seem to have the gall as a fictional being to reach through the fourth wall and attack me, you heathen, with the hair of Jake Paul. Bend the knee, as you'll see. I don't cave to amateurs. Not today, not tomorrow, not the heat death of the universe, or your little Men in Black ripoff multiverse marbles. I could strap you to a bed of nails and seal you in a parcel to hell. I will get the last word. I'm the Theorizer, nuke you with a tranquilizer, turn you into fertilizer for the Mort theories, over promotion, because I win yet again. You are nothing but an infantile dandelion, floating through existence like a filter feeder whale, minus intrigue as I've ruined you. What an epic fail. Hello, I'm the Theorizer, and I assume you've seen part 1 of the Katie theory. If not, click the link in the top right corner there now, because this video is going to tear you to shreds if you haven't been keeping up with the Katie lore. I didn't want to have to make this video. I thought it was painstakingly obvious that she's a 6th dimensional empress, but apparently there were some hesitant second guessers. I made numerous additional videos on my wondrous second channel to prove my point, but it would seem as though not enough people got the memo. So here I am today to go over the breaking news regarding our beloved little Mort precursor demon. In the original theory, I basically came to the conclusion that the little random fluffball from Horton Hears a Who, Katie, is a Lovecraftian multiversal goddess. In all seriousness, I know that some of you genuinely don't like it when I present my theories in, well, reverse. What I've done since early 2020 is start the videos with the conclusion and then work backwards while maintaining this air of wildness so as to keep not only the theory fans entertained, but the meme lords as well. I seem to have attracted such people with the Mort theory, which, if you've not seen it, it truly is canonical. It seems ridiculous, obviously. It's just Mort, right? How could he be an interdimensional Grim Reaper? But no, it's actually completely true. There's a whole spin-off show where the creators basically lost their minds and filled it with canon Lovecraft references that are critical to the main storylines, and that is what I was analyzing. I have never wavered. Although some theories are obviously more outlandish than others, like my Brazilian helicopter pilot theory, they are all still legitimate. I have always been this way. It is only the presentation that I have been messing around with lately. Don't get the wrong idea for those who have, because I worry people are dismissing them under false assumptions and maybe missing out. I say all of this because my Katie theory, in boring, legitimate terms, is basically this. Katie from Horton Hears a Who is shown to be objectively very strange in that she stares off blankly and moans whenever she's on screen. What's more is that unlike the other kids, she has no parents in the film, and at the end she literally floats up into space where we see a multiverse of specks. So obviously Katie is a loose thread, and I pulled it and came to the conclusion that she is aware that they're all also on a speck, and she has a dark, aggressive intention behind her. A sort of observer of the multiverse. I felt like I knew what the creators were going for, whether they were joking or otherwise, and I feel like I hit the nail on the head, but some people weren't so convinced. Comments such as, "The Theorizer's insanity is too real for my liking," or "This is just a troll channel now." Oof, don't blame me if a meme becomes so deep I turn it into a con. You leave me with no choice, though I'm sort of shooting myself in the foot when it comes to the algorithm. There was one commenter though, Cheyenne the Deodun, who knew exactly what I was talking about. They knew that I was apparently spot on. I feel incredibly ashamed that I was so ignorant in making the theory so as not to check the deleted scenes. I always do that, it's so important, but I guess I was too quick to share my distaste for Katie's crimes, because get a load of this. One of the key deleted scenes involves Katie eating a patch of clovers, and it zooms in to reveal that yes, this is an entire world she is eating. The small little Seussian animals, ponies, she refers to when explaining her world. it is real. She feasts upon them and their world as she appears to them in her true form, a horrific, Godzilla-esque demon of destruction. If you want more proof, it is followed by her displaying something else, something that indicates she is truly terrifying. She turns around to Horton and the gang and proceeds to do exactly what she described earlier and vomits a stream of butterflies to everyone's horror. Have you seen my cked theory? This is exactly what I described at the end of the video. That part was an exaggerated joke. I mean, obviously, I had a similar mindset to the animators here, but it's jarringly accurate, eerily the same. I was just playing fast and loose with my premise. This is getting too real, freaking disturbing. No wonder it was cut. It just goes to show their mindset. Now that Blue Sky Studios has dissolved as a company, so too hath her chains of concealment been broken. I'm baffled beyond belief, and I find this to be one of the most hilarious incidents in the history of my channel. Something similar happened with Scrat from Ice Age back in early 2020. I deemed him an alien terraformer, and just as I was uploading the video, I discovered a short film that confirmed it was actual canon. I had to go in and cut like a third of the video away. It ruined it. It's my record, a theory being proven in -1 hours. This is a close second, however, and what followed was a flood of appalled commenters taking back their presumptions. All of this has been documented on my second channel. Is that all? No, it sadly is not. Things get so much worse. It's at this point that I feel crippling terror in regards to this Horton Hears a Who bonus disc. I have yet to even examine it myself, but commenter Wizard Cat linked the instrument of my doom, creator commentary, or rather, one of those interviews with the animators. What follows might disturb you to a level you didn't know you had. It is canon confirmation from the Word of God. I caution you, these people founded your childhood, and yet they are savage lunatics in the best way one can be.
She actually thinks she's a huge demonic being.
You see this in the village, and all these villagers go like, ah! They're like running for their lives. You hear, there's a giant cked comes out over the huts and goes, and blows this like stream of butterflies, kind of like fire, and then starts grabbing villagers in her closet, eating them, right? And then you cut to these other terrified kids, and you cut to what they're looking at, and it's cked sitting in a little flower patch eating dandelions. And a butterfly.
The director, when I first pitched it, and I first had blocked it out, he was like, no, more crazy. I want her to just turn like a mechanical zombie, creep it out more. You have that, I want to see that change where she goes from sweet to psychotic. So there was like a snap right as she turns and her eyes just go whoop.
In my storyboards, I actually gave her horns for some reason, and her teeth were all messed up and just gigantic pupils, and she doesn't look anything like a yak. No one really knew what she was. I'm not sure if they still do. She is eternal.
She lives forever.
Yeah, she's always been, and she
She's
always will
watching
be.
all of you right now.
What in the name of all that's sacred? What fresh hell is this? I'm not done. I merely dipped my toe into this cesspool and get a load of this fucking insanity. The storyboards seem to portray her with a dead squirrel pinned to her abdomen, and the most shocking and horrific piece to this jigsaw puzzle is in the form of an X-ray scan of her body granted to the modelers. Look at what happens when you elongate her spine and unfold her into the truth. Can I just ask, what the hell is this supposed to be? What kind of thorax is that? Why is her skull an inverted triangle? Don't tell me she's not a demon. You have no grounds to stand on anymore. None. cked herself has swept it out from under you. cked is a completely unholy shadow demon wearing the suit of a baby yak. The mammal suit looks exactly like the clovers she curates, the multiverse she governs. I pushed part 1 to the furthest reaches of exaggeration I could, but it turned out the creators had already done the exact same thing, meaning my most existentially horrifying video is the latest in a long line of absurd canon confirmations, making it by far one of the most accurate theories I have ever created. Until next time, I'm the Theorizer.